With Gray's another one of these guys. He can beat you with his arm. He can beat you with his feet. At times this year, that's been an issue for you guys. What's the challenge in trying to shut down a guy like that?
Well, just what you said. I mean, he can do both. He's a different runner certainly than maybe what we've seen. I don't know if we've played any guys that were 240. This guy's a strong, powerful running back when he runs the ball, and he's also got a strong arm. So, physique-wise, I guess I hadn't thought about it. You'd probably have to go back to like Juice Williams, that was his name, right, at Illinois, and you'd probably have to go back to him. I mean, he was a big guy back there that could do some things. But that's one thing. It seems like every week you're playing guys who can do both, win with their feet, or they're just a different kind of feet this time. Those feet are a little heavier and a little stronger than what we've been seeing.
Seems like in a lot of their losses this year, teams have been able to jump on them early, kind of take them out of things early. Is that important, especially with this team, that you get off to a good start, not let them hang around in the game and give them that hold down the stretch?
I'd suggest that's good in any game, and certainly, when you're on the road, it's a good thing too. But it doesn't assure you anything. And the biggest thing I think, we see that these guys are playing extremely hard right now. Minnesota is, and maybe a couple snapshot moments I'd throw out there for you would be in the Michigan game. They returned a kickoff for a touchdown. It was called back on a penalty, and they had a nice long punt return too, which was called back on a penalty. So they're dangerous and they're capable. They've got a lot of good players that are really playing hard, but the mistake here or there will pop up, and it seems to be the Achilles heel right now. And that's when you have a coaching transition. I think that's probably not uncommon. It's part of something you work through, but. So that's one of the challenges, but we're going to have to be at our best. I know that.
Is it strange to be playing Minnesota in October and not the end of the season or thereabouts?
Yeah, I think I was thinking we hadn't done it since '82, but I think that's wrong. Pretty sure it's wrong. Maybe that's what I'm thinking about, but I thought, was there sometime since in the last 13 years we've played other than at the end? Maybe not. There's
Wisconsin.
that was in 04,
yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what. But then it was like right. Okay, yeah, okay. Thanks. Yeah, it took me a while to catch up to you there, Mark. Sorry. But anyway, 82 is like my Kodak moment. I remember. 81 too, obviously. 81 was here. 82 up there. 84 up there. So I guess 83. Well, 83 is at the end of the year. I remember that one distinctly. So anyway. All that being said, it's a game on the road. We're in Minnesota. I predict it might be a little warmer than last time. I guess that's a good thing.
More difficult venue to play in than the Metrodome was?
Well, I think any on-campus venue is a positive for any team. I think that's if you're the home team, I think you'd much rather be on campus. So I think that's a good thing for them. It's a beautiful stadium.
Can you just talk about this rivalry? It's obviously a very historical rivalry. Do you have any memories from it that stick out in your mind?
Go right back to '81. They beat us straight up. We had a pretty good team. They beat us straight up, and that's when I learned about Floyd. They came across and grabbed him right out of our bench area, and it wasn't much fun. It's really when I kind of figured out what that was all about. And we've had a lot of great games through the history of the series.
It's kind of some of the hostility. I mean, I don't know if you saw that Arizona and UCLA rumble on the field. Do you think about that the run for a trophy can lead to something but bad, just because of it seems to be growing hostility? I mean, is it opening you guys up to an incident?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I guess first thing we'd have to do is win to have a chance to create some hostility. But I hadn't thought about that one. Hope we have that issue. Not that issue, but,
You said 81 kind of drove that home for you. Did last year drive it home for some of the players who were back this year?
I think anytime you lose a trophy, if, it doesn't impact you, you're probably not paying attention, which, last November, the way we played that day, we looked like none of us were paying attention, quite frankly. That wasn't much fun.
What happened that day, or what leading up to that day?
All I can tell you is we've had a couple very, I don't know if memorable is the right word, because it doesn't have a negative connotation. But a couple games that really stick in your mind, and that's certainly one of them. 06 is another one up there. So those are, if you're in coaching long enough or in sports long enough, things like that happen, I suppose. At least they say they do. And if I knew what happened, I'd try to answer it. But I just hope it doesn't happen again.
Was it a combination of things building up to that game, the games before it, or was it something that just sort of rose up?
I look at every week independently. That's how I kind of look at things typically. And, to me, my guess is they probably practiced a lot better than we did. Although our practice wasn't bad that week. I mean, I do remember the week fairly well. But, for the 60 minutes the game went on, they beat us in every phase possible, including coaching. So, it's just it's a credit to them. They got the job done. We didn't. And, that game was scheduled. Thanksgiving, all that stuff. That game was scheduled for months. We knew what we had to do, and we didn't do it.